Hey guys, welcome back to the BronxBomberBuzz YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about Luke Weaver, the Dream Weaver. Obviously became the Yankees closer this year, and he really transformed his entire career. Last year, had the worst qualifying ERA in baseball among all starters. It was nearing 6, and at one point he considered quitting baseball. Then, he bounced around a couple organizations, found his way to the Yankees last year. Wasn't great. Was better than he was with the Mariners, that's for sure, and the Reds, but he still wasn't great. Comes into spring training this year, pitched pretty well. He was in the fight for that fifth starting spot, but became a reliever. And a couple things changed. A couple really big things changed. They contributed to obviously the success we saw from him this year as one of the premier relievers in baseball. So we're going to talk about all that today. As always, if you want the best Yankees content, make sure to follow me on my socials. They'll be here and in the description below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for all the longer form content. We're doing a lot of it on here throughout the off season and in the next season. So it really helps me out if you guys would subscribe and give me a like as well. Okay, so we're going to start with his mechanics. The couple things have changed for him since 2023. Most noticeably, if you look right here, his leg kick is a lot lower now. We notice he's got that really muted leg kick compared to 2023 when he was just really wild up in the air and his movements weren't as concise and clean. And that muted leg kick could partially be attributed to the fact that he is now a reliever. A lot more runners will be on base when he's in the game. Gets him to the plate faster. But that muted leg kick has helped his body just kind of flow a little bit more. He's not a guy that's 230. He's a self-proclaimed wiry guy. But as we follow through with his mechanics, you can see his hands separate later on in his delivery. That allows his arm to be more on time. Before, you would see him miss away with his fastball a lot because his arm was early. He was tugging it. He would miss all over the place, and he had trouble walking batters. But now that his arm's on time with his body, that's not as big a concern, and his hands are a lot closer to him, other than this really weird far out. And just in general, his delivery is a lot more clean and smooth. Before, it was a little wild, like he was trying to just gas it up every time. And as a result of this, we have seen a mild increase in his velocity. Could be attributed to the fact that now he knows he's not going to throw as many pitches in every game. But his velocity, his fastball velocity has increased almost 3 miles an hour on average. His changeup's up and his cutter's up. And that brings me to my next point. He is throwing pretty much only 3 pitches now. If you look to last year, he was throwing the fastball, the curveball, the changeup, the slider, and a little bit of a sweeper. He's put the slider, sweeper, and the curveball pretty much on ice. He will drop in the occasional knuckle curveball, but he's mainly fastball, changeup, cutter. And we all know the changeup's his put-away pitch. It's nasty. He tunnels that off his low and away freeze fastball, which he loves to throw, especially early in counts, to get batters out with the changeup later on in at-bats. Also, if you look at his Baseball Savant page, which obviously thank Baseball Savant for providing this info, his fastball location last year was, the red is where most of his pitches were. It was directly down the middle. His location was not great with his fastball, and as a pitcher that relies on his fastball to tunnel off that changeup, that pitch is going to get hammered. And as you can see, it did in 2023. That batters were crushing the baseball against pretty much all of his pitches. And as you can see here on his general Baseball Savant page, this was 2023, right here on the left. This is 2024. It's polarizing how just the sheer drastic nature of his transformation has been. Even if you look at his other pitches location, the changeup location was solid. I mean, he missed in the zone a couple times, and obviously that pitch got hammered a little bit as well just because his fastball wasn't as great, couldn't tunnel it as well. Both pitches, he had a batting average of over 300 against last season, which is really, really bad. The cutter was his best pitcher last year, and you can see it was still all over the plate. Just sporadic pitch, bad location, probably a large part due to his mechanics, him being more wild and not being able to control his body as well. And just in terms of the numbers, right here is going to be his batting averages, the batting average against all of his pitches from last year and then this year. It's the complete opposite end of the spectrum, which is what you're looking at here with Luke Weaver. He has completely transformed his career this year, and it's stunning. Another thing that's changed is his stuff just isn't getting hit as hard. Last year, really struggled with slug, gave up 29 homers in 124 innings pitched. That's almost 2 homers per 9 innings. It was pretty bad. This year, obviously the slug's gone way down, still susceptible to giving up the occasional homer at times, but the slug is way, way, way down against all of his pitches. And just in general, his pitches are just so much better. His stuff is spinning better, spinning in the better direction, has better spin efficiency on his fastball, And a lot of that he has credited Garrett Cole helping him figure out his grip. Before, he wasn't throwing the fastball with the correct grip, which you think a major leaguer would know how to throw a correct fastball, but some of that stuff, it gets glanced over at times because it's so basic that when you go back to it, you get a fastball that has a lot more induced vertical break that's got that true rise to it, and that's helped him get a lot of swing and miss and freeze fastballs down in the zone, playing off that changeup. And his strikeouts have been way up. His stuff has just been electric, and really, it's really a drastic, credit to Matt Blake and the pitching staff with the Yankees who have transformed him into, like I said, one of the game's premier relievers, and he's now our closer. He's our high leverage guy. He's going to be again in 2025, and I can't wait to see what he does there. But all that being said, that's Luke Weaver. Phenomenal pitcher, phenomenal turnaround, great story, just a great dude. Not superstitious, just a little stitious. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give me a subscription down below. Like the video and comment your thoughts. And as always, Bronx Bombers for life, baby.